This might be the craziest interview from the old days. And it still got saved. That's great. I don't know what this channel is, but I do respect Stefan Molyneux. I do respect Peter Joseph. And they were fighting each other, an intellectual battle. But the funny thing is about capitalism, and it's the ultimate joke, basically. In theory, in theory, in theory, capitalism works. Absolutely. Yeah. But you will never find good players. You need perfect players for capitalism to work. Otherwise, the game falls apart eventually. That's what it is. Capitalism is just like some kind of, basically religion that kind of engulfs the earth. Just takes over the earth. Everyone becomes a part of this religion of capitalism, right? Everyone loves it. Nobody fucking questions it. Until, obviously, of like, well, we need to tax rich people. Wait, there are rich people? Oh, capitalism doesn't seem to be working then. There's not, like, these are not good players if they're rich. They should be spending money and doing something with their money. They shouldn't be hoarding the money. If they take money out of the system, money no longer circulates in the fucking capitalism. So you can see how one imperfect player, one fucking rich piece of shit person already ruins the whole system. Bro, Bitcoin showed up. And everyone is like fucking splitting the money religion of like, we want the new money. Go hoard your attention towards the new money. It will save you from inflation, all this cool shit, basically. It will save you from the government. Like, oh wow, it does so many things. Bitcoin is just the best investment, maybe. Maybe for certain countries it is. And it's still growing in value. Bitcoin just never fucking stops. It's the best thing, isn't it? But it kind of destroys the idea of money. Bitcoin is useless. You cannot buy anything with it. You can only exchange it back. You can only sell it. It's kind of like digital gold. It's not bad, to be honest, in that sense. To store your assets, but to not buy things. To not buy things in capitalism means that you're stalling the game. It's your turn. You buy something. Go buy something from someone. So, free market guy was Stefan Molyneux. This guy over here. He was the free market guy. He was the capitalism guy. Peter Joseph was not convinced. Okay? He was fighting the other side, and honestly, I realized free market is garbage. I mean, it's absolute fucking garbage, if you really think about it. Let me give you the best example I have. There you go. Go, free market. Go over there. Alright? It's freedom. Freedom can look like this, and it's like, it looks pretty, but it has fucking nothing. Alright? I mean, expectation, reality. We're not gonna do too much to your freedom, but like, go, freedom. And bro, like, money is literally magic. Because it's religion. Because. You give $5 bill and you get anything you want. Anything you want for $5. Holy shit. People will bend over for your $5. It's crazy. Come here, little boy. I have $5. Women become into prostitutes and men become scammers. Whoa. What happens? Why men are not behaving? Stay in line. Well, scammer is someone you can talk to, I guess. You can like you genuinely can talk to a scammer. I kid you not. You can talk to a scammer. So maybe scammers are also good. Like prostitution also kind of sounds pretty ugly. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Money is pure magic because we are inside a religion of worshiping this goddamn awful thing. Okay? Because eventually it goes somewhere. You know, it's converging into something, and I literally can't play it. I'm kind of contributing, I'm kind of not contributing. See, what free market really looks like, it's on the internet. Alright? And it's still not on YouTube, okay? It's not on YouTube. Nuh-uh. Free market's on Steam. That's right. Game developers do free market, and that free market is still fleeing because there's more and more things being made. It's not like Steam resets the fucking catalog of games every single year for at least like 3 months. Fundamentally, there has to be a reset as well to what you can purchase. You know, there's always has to be like, you have to be forced to be purchased new things or be with nothing. If you don't buy anything, you have nothing, okay? You can play your old games. So for half a year, Steam can only give you like new games to purchase. If you try to purchase old games, fuck you. Alright? Literally something like that has to happen. Because people have to enter fucking free market, you know? They have to be like welcomed into free market. It's not just about consumer, it's also about people who fucking need a job. Oh, who want to establish, who want to fucking win competition, all that bullshit. Right? But we can't win competition when old zombie fucking video game is still winning fucking, I don't know, Game of the Year awards. Who the fuck knows what is going on? It's Winner Media anymore. A YouTuber that has been around for 10 years is still around for 10 more years. You know, like, yes, everyone is bored of, like, Mr. Beast, but bro is gonna stick around for fucking years and years. Whoever take the crown, they will stick around. They will just fucking drill your attention. They themselves might not be able to survive, like MatPat couldn't fucking survive on this platform, but they'll stick around. Sonic will stick around. You know who likes this field? Sonic, bro. Of course he does. Of course he loves free market. Because he already wins. You know, he's already a fucking winner. Oh, yes. Just print out more fucking sequels, basically. Guys, you must understand that free market is a fleeing thing. We cannot fucking have it. We can't have it. Eventually, it gets polluted with this garbage. Okay? People no longer care about the new stuff. They care about the old stuff. What are you doing? That's the wrong fucking direction. Then the old stuff becomes the dominant force, and that's it. Game over. I would say like K-pop drama in Korea, like there's always new stuff, and new stuff is always winning. Obviously BTS and Blackpink are the just permanent winners. They're permanent. It's over. They have been decided to be the winners. They have been decided to be the best. In fact, there's something really stupid happening in K-pop. Trending videos, right? Look at this guy. Look at this motherfucking Psy gang. He's still here. After years and years. It was 2012. This shit was 2012, guys. Gangnam Style is still fucking here. It's still getting fucking million views every now and then. It's still out trending most of the other fucking K-pop titles, basically. Like, You have to understand something's fucking weird here. You know, there's a signal being sent to you of like, this is how capitalism works. Is the old stuff still sticking around? And K-pop is actually the least worrying because nobody fucking knows. Like, people just still discovering K-pop, you know? Like, you have to continually discover this thing. There's no other way around it. In fact, this trending tab is just wonderful. Just, it's tainted. You know, you can see the imperfection because you don't want no fucking Gangnam. What the fuck? I don't need it. I don't need this. I understand. I don't need it. Get it out of here. That's fucking crazy. If you think I'm balls deep into something, please subscribe. I need subscribers. To enter free market, I need 1,000 subscribers, in fact. Yeah. And I don't know where I'm gonna get them. But, wait, we're getting somewhere, right? K-pop drama is also digging out something really special. Now, a winner for this debate. We need a winner for this debate. I might just rewatch the whole thing because it's so fascinating. But before that, let's just watch K-pop stuff. This guy's the whole fucking source of K-pop, by the way. American working in K-pop industry suddenly, like since 5 years ago.
Don't make sense. First, no dyed or styled hair. Even if your hair is naturally brown or wavy, you might have to prove it's natural with old photos. It's all about discipline and uniformity, but it feels strict to outsiders. Second, no dating allowed. Some schools think romance distracts from studying. If students get caught holding hands or texting too much, teachers can actually get involved.
Studying highest priority,
And
guys.
third, no bringing snacks, makeup, or accessories. They want everyone focused on school, not looks or social status. Sounds extreme, but it keeps everyone on the same level. The weirdest school rule.
It keeps everyone paying attention to school. Better than other. Don't worry about it. It's nothing's better. I genuinely hope I don't have a lot of material because it's gonna obstruct me from the cool shit that we're discovering right now. I am Korean. People don't sit next to me either. Obviously. Yes. That might be respect for foreign. You never know. Because who knows if you want people to sit next to you, right?
I'm giving up. I've spent every last penny I have on these trips to Korea. I've met every A&R, every label, every band, every manager, and I've landed...
That's his backstory, guys.
This many sales. Nobody wants my music. I'd be an idiot to keep trying. I'm sitting at this pizza restaurant in Itaewon, bawling my eyes out in front of my publishing A&R. And he says this to me: give it one more year. If it doesn't work out in a year, I'll get you out of your publishing deal myself. Give you a clean slate to start your new life. Reluctantly, I take the deal. I'm like, all right, one more year. Then 1 month, 2 months, nothing. 3 months, 4 months, I get an email from BTS. They want one of my songs. 5 months, 6 months, Super M, Twice, Momoland, 7 months, 8 months, and Hypen, TXT. It all changed. And it wasn't me just writing those songs on the fly.
It all changed. There's like 20 billion K-pop groups now.
I had these songs on my hard drive, and all those years of nothing was build up. And as soon as I had momentum, I had the songs ready to go when the artist needed them. It was all preparation. But I wouldn't have gotten that momentum if my publishing A&R didn't tell me to do that one last year. And so when I look back at this, what was the difference? And I think the difference was I was able to make one person believe in me. And that was half the battle. After that, it went from 1 to 2 to 200 to 2,000 to 20,000. And now I'm an established name. So, you just need one person. Go convince him. I'm giving.
That's why you need a girlfriend. I mean, technically, you just need to establish your business obviously. You just need to sell to one person, then to two people, then to three people, and eventually gonna have a business, am I right? What is he yapping now?
Best friends are Kpop.
Okay, just enter inner circle. Is that it? That's all I found? Growing up Asian.
The part about growing up Asian is that when you go back to your home country, you realize you don't belong. Because the moment you're playing, you can just feel that you're not welcome. And I'm half Japanese. I grew up in the States my whole entire life. And my mom tried very, very hard to make sure that I stay connected to my roots. I'm talking Japanese school on the weekends, language classes, cultural festivals. And she thought that she was doing everything right. Girl, she was dead wrong. Because when my boyfriend Tyler suggested that we did an Asia trip, I was over the moon. I'm like, yes, I'll finally get to show you my culture. We'll go to Tokyo. We'll see my grandparents. You'll see my childhood memories. And I was just super excited until we got there. Okay, we start off our trip in Tokyo, and I'm expecting magic. I mean, like, neon lights, ramen, vending machines that sell literally anything. And I'm like, okay, this will be great. So we step off the plane, we grab our luggage, and we get onto the train. And it hits me almost immediately. People were nice, but it was a type of nice where their smiles were drawn on with a Sharpie. Because the thing is, I speak Japanese, but obviously they don't know that. So for them, I'm 100% white. And my boyfriend, Tyler, he's this tall, tan, curly-haired Cuban. So he's just not fitting in. And to them, we're just two American tourists who don't know any better. And the first night, we go to this little yakitori spot. I'm talking like, a place in an alley, has 5 seats, a couple of chefs. We sit down and we order. And I order in Japanese. And everyone just freezes because they're not expecting this white girl to sound like Hello Kitty. And the 2 chefs just like nod, they laugh awkwardly, they turn around. But I can hear them talking, and they call us gaijin. That means foreigner, but not in a very nice way. And then another day, we're on the train, it's midday, it's not even rush hour. And I feel like everyone's eyes on Tyler, but they're just staring at him, like not glancing or anything, full on eye contact. Old women, teenagers, salarymen, staring at him like he's a rare Pokemon card that just got pulled out of a booster pack. And at first I was like, okay, maybe I'm being sensitive. But then we sit down and this old man, literally moves seats just to not sit next to us. And that's when I was like, okay, this is fucked up. But a week later, we go and visit my grandparents. I was like, okay, this will be good, family, familiar faces. No. It got 10 times worse. My grandparents, they live in this tiny town, like this tiny mountain town. Like, you can smell the rain before it hits type of place, and the only sound you hear at night are frogs. And they don't speak any English, so I was going to be the translator, which sounds wholesome. But once we got there, it was a totally different story. So we arrive. They're being polite. They're like bowing. They're asking us to take off our shoes, if we wanted tea. And everything felt like so formal that it felt rehearsed. And I can just tell they're trying really hard to be gracious. We sit down for dinner. Tatami mats, low table, like steaming miso soup. And almost immediately, it turns into an interrogation. My grandparents start asking me where I met Tyler, how long we've been together, if he's my boyfriend. And they're trying to whisper, but in a Japanese household, whispering is just pretending that the other person is not in the room. And they're wondering like out loud if he needs a fork, if the food's too flavorful for him, if he knows what a rice cooker is. I'm just sitting there, dying inside, trying to translate politely, pretending I don't understand passive-aggressive tone. And Tyler, he's just...
Alright, you get the gist of things, but I can't watch the whole thing, right?
No. Too low status. Unacceptable. They start exchanging
Tyler sounds like a bum, yeah.
glances,
Low
whispering
status
things
guys.
like, so disappointing. And then, I kid you not, my grandma pulls out her phone, starts showing me pictures of her friend's grandson named Yuki, who's an accountant. It's as if Tyler doesn't even exist. And they're basically implying that
Tyler, works in In-N-Out,
I should
guys.
ditch Tyler
Uh-oh.
for Yuki and date someone who is respectable and has a degree with a full future.
You should date them, you know?
Then they ask, "Sells his sake?"
Oh, it's funny. The moment they hear law, they just thought, oh, law, we have to approve. Very good. Tyler be using the system to kind of find class action lawsuits that give him money or something? Like, damn, what the fuck is that?
Smiles like I just announced that I was engaged. My grandma literally says,
What the fuck?
I understand now. And Tyler, he is
Oh
blissfully...
my god, it's great.
They just stop. Their entire posture changes. They just start nodding approvingly. My grandpa refills his sake. My grandma smiles like I just announced that I was engaged. They think Tyler is a lawyer. So suddenly now he's worthy. They start complimenting him, saying, "Oh, so tall, so clever. He bring good luck." They're passing him more food. My grandma literally...
Fuck this bullshit, man. They're so shallow, actually. Now Korea sounds interesting, actually. Yeah, or Japan. Whatever you pick from Asia. It's still gonna be Cool Kids Club, one way or the other. Alright, guys? Here's a cool show in Korea. Or
This
somewhere.
Korean dating show is starting tomorrow where 10 overweight Koreans, 5 guys, 5 girls, are invited to start dating and also lose weight together. The first round that's been teased by the clip that's been revealed is insane, where the 5 girls
He's not gonna show any...
and the 5 guys are hiding behind these closed doors, and AI representations of them, if/when they've lost weight, are shown, and they, I think...
Yeah, basically you get the idea. Is it a dating show? I don't know how it works.
are gonna, I assume, go on dates.
This is technically part of free market as well, guys. Dating, right? Like pairing up and partnering with each other. Oh, free market. You work with each other. That's very nice. But the reality of capitalism is pure isolation. You're completely alone. You're so alone that you don't even know where the fuck do you even start? Because dating is not where you start. You need friends first, right? And sometimes you have to lose weight first.
Dates
Cute.
or whatever, based on the topic. The show is called 잘 빠지는 연애, and the subtitle Miss and Mr. Diet. 잘 빠진 연애.
Alright, whatever. Bet that Cool Kids Club will still not hook you up with any dating. Alright? Okay, don't worry, that's just Olivia. Then thought she was being sexy at any moment in her life. On TikTok, that is. Oh, this one's funny.
Do you have time?
Time?
Do you have time?
Dime.
Time.
Time. High five.
Oh. Hello.
High five.
Yeah.
High five.
Yay.
Woo!
You have time?
Time?
Do you have time?
Dime.
Time.
Time. What do you mean?
Time.
Time?
You want to take a picture? Time. No. Do you have time? Free time.
Free time. For what?
I want to ask a question. Some question.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Why come to Kyoto?
For vacation, holiday, with my wife.
Wow.
Wife. She's and friends. They're getting coffee. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Where do you think? Where would you guess?
US?
Yes. From the US.
US.
I'm from. Have you ever heard of Texas? Texas? It's a big state in the U.S. Why are you here?
School trip.
School trip.
Yeah.
What are you learning? What are you doing?
Free time.
Free time.
Free time now. Yeah.
Wow. What's your favorite thing about living in Japan?
Green tea.
Green tea. Do you like matcha? Matcha? Yeah.
Yes.
I like matcha. You like matcha?
Yeah. You have time?
Time?
You have time?
Dime.
Oh, I've never experienced anything like that though. It's crazy. North Korea, true or fake? Uh-oh. Why did I like this thing?
And I'm not moving back to the States. Life here is so different. And to show you exactly how, today will revolve around the 15-minute life circle. Now, I'm Bureaus in China. What exactly is that? It means that wherever you live in Beijing, within a 15-minute walking distance from your home, everything you could possibly need is there. That means banks, parks, cinemas, canteens, hospitals, and more. So to show you what's in my 15-minute life circle, we're gonna start with food at the canteen. Let's go. Canteens are super affordable places where people can go and eat, and most of them
I don't know how useful this is gonna be though.
was for 2 people. That means that for one person, it's a little over $3, which is absolutely insane. In the States, you could never have a price like this. Veggie dishes are gonna cost you.
I hate how Americans find compliments to foreign places because America sucks. In so
$1
many
and meat
ways.
dishes are going to be, but we got some potato slices, spicy
Well,
chicken,
$3 for one
cabbage,
person.
and pork with potatoes, and the taste is most.
Food is also technically free market, but you can see how like big grocery stores just take over. And if they feel that they have monopoly on you, because I live next to one, they feel like they can just crank up the prices basically because they're close to local people that don't want to go to the center of the town basically. It takes a little bit of time, doesn't it? I'm fine. I will walk. If it means I'm saving up like fucking 4 euros. It's crazy. I'm probably saving up 10 euros a trip. So yeah, welcome to free market where you're gonna be exploited as much as possible. Especially if you rely on the big corporations. But if you try to rely on small ones, you don't know what you're gonna get, right? And I personally love it. I personally love small businesses because again, they're trying to survive this insanity. I definitely didn't type it correct, but you get the there's S everywhere. But I want to use small businesses as like a dating site or a way to build friendship. I don't want to take it all for myself because it's scary as well. Like I don't want to think about it too much. I look at it as an adventure, and real life adventure is with other people. I need a partner to do real life adventure. She's not eating alone right now, and I would not do that unless it's my main place of food. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go to the main grocery store. You know, I will accept the fate that capitalism has left my life, and I don't have enough friends to spend my time with and spend my money with. It's crazy. You run out of things to do, and free market evaporates just like that. You don't get a job, you don't get friends, dating doesn't seem like accessible to you, and everything just evaporates eventually and just becomes attraction for like rich people, and everyone's flexing in social media only when they're rich, when they're traveling, when they look good. That's the only time they fucking exist. So literally, half of the time, most of the time, you don't even exist unless you're rich, unless you have the money. It's crazy, guys. Alright, I have to go to the grocery store right now, by the way. Funny enough. So if we go back to like the idea of Steam, right? Free market exists in special conditions, and even then, it falls apart quickly. People get attached to old stuff. We don't need anything to be produced. We're not gonna give money to any new talent. We just want old shit, just better, you know? Do Pokemon. Someone is born into this life, it's like, well, we did Pokemon, 20 sequels of Pokemon. They have to get employed and do Pokemon. Or nothing else, don't do anything else, just Pokemon. Go over here and do the same fucking thing. It's not very exciting. And not very easy to do anyways. It's a lot of fucking gunk in there. It's like, can you just redesign something? You have to stay faithful to the cult of Pokemon? It's garbage, guys. It's fucking garbage. And then if you're not staying faithful to the cult of Pokemon, people are gonna laugh at you because graphics are not good enough right now. It's like, what the hell are you guys fucking smoking? The world for game developers is sort of still accessible, but it's still fleeting. Fleeting is gonna disappear. Because the most important thing is to appreciate new talents. Get that minimum wage to people. Just because government declares minimum wage doesn't mean that people can find a job. That's the fucking problem of free market. People can't get money in the first place, and they don't give money to each other. This is the problem that never gonna get solved. No one is even trying to solve this whatsoever. You know, I have talent to be a game developer. Does anyone care? Zero fucking care in the world. I have potential to beat Hytale. You know, I can make better Hytale potentially. Zero people care. Nothing matters fucking for them. And until you actually make Hytale, you get fucking nothing. Alright? All by yourself. Do it all by yourself. You're still not gonna do it. Right? People are so attracted to these like big corporations pumping out a fucking video game, and they're actually willing to wait. They're actually willing to wait years and years, like GTA 6. They're gonna wait years and years. These are not perfect players in capitalism, and they are ruining the fucking game for everyone. They're just ruining everything. Like, the only fucking guy that we had, Total Biscuit, basically, right? Bro got cancer and died because he was too good of a fucking capitalism player. He played all games. He just fucking died. You know, and this is the only person I know that played games, play indie games. That's what's running in my head of, like, the only person who plays indie games dies. In mysterious fucking case right there. Of cancer. It's the most mysterious case to me. Total garbage is capitalism. The only real option you have is to branch already existing business, and maybe you can figure out an escape route. You can only work for a corporation and branch it out once you unlocked all the secrets of how to do it, but it's still like, you're not a household name. The moment you change your name, it's over. It's game over, dude. The moment you're not McDonald's, it's over. Unless you give free food to people, of course. You gotta give free things. That's what, you know, like Steam has actually a monopoly, by the way. I actually watched a very good video, I'll recommend it. How Steam became the only good monopoly in existence. Absolutely. Like, for real, in existence. They don't have to do shady tricks, their private company, basically. Publicly traded garbage. It's trying to fucking squeeze the life out of whoever is not a part of the cult, basically. That's what is going on. And Steven's not even the good guys. They just happen to be on the good side of capitalism, dealing with game developers in the first place. That's why. Watch this video, you'll get some interesting insights. There is competitor Epic Store, and they have to literally give free games to attract customers. It's the only fucking way. It's technically the only way that everyone knows about. Everyone just lowers their prices to where they collecting customers, and then they rise up the prices back up again when your business is established. So the moment you establish your business, you're fine, but while you're building it, you have to bend over and slash your prices in by 3 times, 5 times, just to attract people, just to tell people of like, look, good value, good value. And it's kind of free market, all right? It's just how it works. But this game is extremely difficult to do all by yourself. You just give up immediately. You give up immediately if you're too late to the fucking game of this Monopoly bullshit. So yeah, basically you get it in Korea. If you're not a lawyer or accountant or whatever, right, that earns a lot of money, just he's very easily known as a high-level person. If you're not that, people are not gonna treat you nicely. But they fall into the same trap of fucking worshipping capitalism, basically, and the way it works, worshipping monopolism. Because there's a difference. Our Christmas movie is gonna be monopolism of sitting home alone. Because that's what you're gonna be doing for the rest of your life. In the world of Monopoly, where you cannot even really get a job, you cannot get anything going, you're gonna sit home alone. And this is the only Christmas movie. There's no other Christmas movies, you know? This should terrify you. Capitalism makes everything simple, right? When you date a person, trading up is the easiest thing. You just find a richer dude. That's what every shallow-minded NPC is thinking about. As long as the person is richer, he's better. It's easy for them. But that's not how reality works. Reality is not about just making things overly easy. It's for NPCs. Capitalism basically only exists for NPCs. For people who only have time to pick up a script and reenact life the way it's like designed by other people. Maybe it is. I don't know what happened there. Everything is a scam. It's kind of interesting.
Like we're all somehow trapped into a scam. Like I look around me and nothing feels real to me anymore. Money's fake, food's fake, society feels fake. Honestly, just kind of feels like none of this even matters at the end of the day. Like you're telling me that I have to live another 50 years, living this mundane-ass life, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result from the week before, living with all of this unnecessary stress and all of this unnecessary
That's definitely not a script, boy.
And I'm just supposed to be like chill and okay with it. It's unsustainable to me, and
You got 300,000 views. Congratulations, you win.
I feel like there has to be some way to escape it. It literally feels like we've all been lied to.
It's nice that she is reading all her comments. She's accepting her success.
Ever since we were small, and some people are just way too brainwashed to, you know, see.
Because in TikTok, we literally see free markets resurface. Free market resurfaces on TikTok because TikTok is new and it promotes new people. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You see the power of free markets? That's right. Because in free market, the most important factor is to be successful from the very beginning. Immediately get a job, immediately get friends, immediately get all the resources you need to fucking start your career ladder instead of being manipulated into lusting for that shit. Lust does not solve anything. We saw when Mr. Squid Game slowly rose into the highest level, basically. But he doesn't know what to do up here in the top. Nobody fucking likes him. I have a whole dedicated channel just to analyze his behavior at this point. Youngest self-made billionaire. That's right. A YouTuber. But guess what? This was only possible because YouTube was free market at some point when MrBeast was rising. Now MrBeast turned it upside down and YouTube is not free market anymore. AI is turning it into fucking garbage fast, basically. AI is ruining it as well. Alright? Yes, with AI you can become something, you can do something. And I will probably even like make music with AI because I always wanted to. I should definitely consider it for next year. It's going to be part of storyline for sure. Not drama. I run 4 storylines and 2 dramas. This one is a drama. This one, I have to solve something really, really sus. So when MrBeast feels like he's ruining YouTube, it's reality. Alright, everything feels fake.
Through all of the programming. It's like if you mention it to somebody and you tell them like, hey, there's so much more to life than, you know, working and paying bills. They literally look at you like you have 4 fucking heads. I don't know. Call me crazy, call me whatever, but I literally have thoughts sometimes that none of this is even real and that none of this even matters and that life is short, it goes by fast. We should be making...
Free market is not real.
I literally feel...
Free market is not real for most people. They're just chasing it because maybe they're gonna get something somewhere. It's the greatest... You know, every ism is secretly a utopia, but utopia is fleeting. Alright? Only now rich people, only rich people live capitalism. Alright? We don't live capitalism no more. Some people call it feudalism at this point. Slavery. You know? Rent is extracted out of people. We pay double tax and we get nothing. So this was 12 years ago, and now we know that capitalism is not a permanent system, is not somehow better than anything else. It's just a simple ism. It comes and goes, and it's falling apart incredibly fast right now. So let's extract as much value as we can from this interview. Just like how back in the day, there was a discussion about Venus Project, and I actually had to mention Venus Project because everything just kind of circled back to all the people who invested 10 years ago into certain ideas, and we can see now in the future what's actually coming to life.
Formal education have done nothing to solve the world's problems, and so it is well. So thank you, Peter, so much.
Well, yeah, that's good. That's what free market is, when you actually pick up a problem that you can solve as an amateur.
Quite sure what you meant by that introduction, but it was certainly cute.
Actually, I want to see who wins the debate. I'm so interested right now. Stefan gets a point for that one. He sneaked in.
Do better, and it seems hard to ignore the
Yeah, more education will not make economy better.
fact.
Why I'm looking forward
Like, to me, this is the most ultimate boxing match that happened, that only now am I ready to truly evaluate.
to it. So whenever you want, looking forward to it. So whenever you want to start, if you want to start with introductions, it'll
On the history of philosophy.
Bro is just a phenomenal speaker.
From the University of Toronto. The tin cup of internet donation begging as the source of my income, and I've really 40
Yeah, welcome to free market,
to 50
buddy.
million downloads.
Oh, by the way, remember, this is your actual free market, unfortunately, the ultimate freedom. This doesn't look like a wasteland, but it is. People are flocking to cities for a reason. We see in Korea this phenomenon the most. Some places are basically uninhabitable anymore because there's not enough businesses. Everyone's just fleeing into bigger city. They don't want free markets. People don't want free market. They get scared. Only thing you have to do is just knock on people's doors and sell something. But I'm scared because no one's doing it. The moment someone knocks on my door, I'm like, I'm your best friend. That's it. You're not getting rid of me. Bro, I'm your best friend forever. I will help you with any way I can. Technically, free market rhymes with farmers markets. Rightfully so, not exactly the solution, but if you're very desperate, maybe something happens in farmers market.
Predatory fish.
They both agree that the current system is not it.
Style came up with the Liberty Dollar, which was a gold-based currency. I think he's currently in jail, and of course you are not allowed to pay your government bills with any currency other than the toilet paper that the government pretends has something to do.
Right, so for him, free market is blocked by government. For Peter, he finds actually flaws in everything. He finds a lot of flawed players, not just like the government is not providing good enough ground for free market to exist.
Stock market has become hypercharged, overbloated. There's too much money chasing around, too few profit opportunities, which is distorting. Money types whatever the hell they want into their own bank accounts. What happens is everybody says, well, shit, money's losing value. I better spend it, you know, and
that's a good thing. To spend money is a good thing.
And debt is available because debt, consumerism, destruction of the environment, overconsumption of resources.
It's weird. It's weird because bro just bumped into like why capitalism is not working. People are not consuming. People can spend money when everything is inflated. When money did lost its value. Like there's a future to it as well. The only thing that happens when money is losing value, then all the alternative assets gain value. That's it. It's not like, oh, you have to go and do consumption. That's not going to bring consumption higher whatsoever. So Steph kind of fumbled.
You get this crazy housing booms and busts when I think...
Yeah, but these are separate things. Assets is completely separate from consumption.
10 or 15% catastrophic.
Another talking point he likes is family. And I love this one. Because my family sucks.
And two things, policies.
Oh yeah, and there's government education, basically. That's also an interesting point for the free market to take over, right? Free market doesn't even have ability to take over education.
Principles that I
Yeah, so he disagrees with where the evil originates. So I was not incorrect by stating that.
forward a long time ago because
Peter's just fucking boring though to listen to and basically impossible. I had a very wise insight that one of the important factors of Monopoly is to fucking restart the game. Then it becomes skill-based and not just like, oh, I control Monopoly now. Okay, dude. And it's not a game anymore. No one can fucking participate. You control everything. The most important fact about capitalism is decapitation of all the winners. You are the winner. Next round. Decapitation, restarting the fucking game. That's why I say new. Even Steam does not fucking promote new shit. We can still defeat this, by the way, by introducing, you know, a truly free market into this economy. That will grow out of control because people will appreciate how valuable it is when skill fucking matters. In card games, there's a concept of set rotation. Now, set rotation is not exactly the best fucking solution. It is not correct. The correct solution, same, decapitation, nerfing the cards that have been overly successful. What the fuck? Of course that's the solution. This is why everything is fake. This is why you cannot be successful, because someone is hijacking the monopoly and we have to restart. But as long as people are mesmerized by rich people and they just try to rich people please, we're gonna be stuck in a cycle of self-destruction. It's the worst thing ever. Ooh. So Steph tried to fucking heavy hit Pete, but like you never dealt with customers and Peter had to deal with literally warfare of capitalism falling apart on top of him.
Something I just said, which...
Yeah. Stefan Molyneux has a very nitpicky sort of approach, and it's so annoying, basically. It is absolutely financial problems that cause relationships to break up. Absolute 100%, the highest fucking thing. And Stefan Molyneux is somehow citing other sources and finding a way out of this. Falling out of love is the greatest reason. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. So while you have Peter, Joseph kind of talk in the most incoherent language, Stefan Molyneux interrupts in the most annoying ass ways. In a disbelief of reality itself. Get the fuck out of here.
You're talking about how the free market creates inequality, but the free market is constantly trying to get cheaper and better goods into the hands of people. That's how you make
Yes, when free market works, it makes things cheaper. Crazy, I know.
But the market
cheaper and better.
Really allowed
at the expense of others.
So yeah, whenever anything new happens in the market, free market opens up because people just don't know what's going to be successful in the end. Everyone's throwing shit at the wall, basically. We don't know what's going to stick. Everyone should be participating in anything new happening if you have the capacity to contribute. The newest free market is obviously AI, and everyone is actually fucking flooding the internet with AI stuff. I have a feeling that all of this is gonna get fucking banned and removed, scraped off, or just shadow banned, because it's kind of just disgusting and disrespectful. You can maybe use AI to, I don't know, fill in the missing pieces, but you cannot do it throughout the whole project. And I'd say I couldn't find the use for AI besides talking to it and scraping off some information from the internet. For me, the free market doesn't happen with AI, unfortunately. I'm not invited to do anything interesting.
There's some, I want you to understand.
He gets really pissed for no good reason. Just brings up the fucking pencil and dollar example, and it's like, wow, that's free market. Yeah, when people trade, when people spend money, free market. Yeah. When people create opportunities. Yeah. Because fundamentally, people have to spend money, and people have to spend money on new, unexplored things. But someone's gonna hijack a monopoly. Someone's gonna hijack a monopoly of fucking spoons and plates and TVs. Everything is gonna be monopolized. Everything is gonna fucking freeze, basically, in place. Gonna become the establishment. And you'll have to fucking search for a pencil and dollar elsewhere. Or resell someone else's goods, basically. If you get the fucking, technically government prevents you from doing that, reselling goods. There's so much regulation going on. It just throws shade on the free market, but yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Stand the most absurd concept.
Oh no, Steph Molyneux took over when the most important words have been uttered.
The structural imposition.
Free market is not voluntary because you rely on survival first. My survival comes first, and everyone is basically forced into doing capitalism because capitalism is tied with survival. The moment it's untied, I will fucking use capitalism to buy like candy and cake and nice, cute little things, but it's not gonna like fucking overarch my existence like how it is right now. So Peter is taking fucking land, my friends.
Survival itself.
Grabbing land, and Stefan Molyneux just giving it with just disrespect. Like, bro was talking about like, oh, you said that my viewpoint is truncated. That's so bad. Look at you, you piece of shit. You fucking took over the whole screen.
In my view, unnecessarily,
get the fuck out of here.
In abundance, coerces all human beings to submit to labor for income and to engage in the act of trade, whether they like it or not. It's not voluntary. And believe me, if it was voluntary, I would be fucking gone. I'd be on the hippie planet where people actually share ideas and resources and not act like spoiled children.
Wow, beautiful, isn't it?
Fighting no society.
But sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm not following what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm not following what you're saying.
How is voluntary?
What are you doing? How do you not follow the most fucking fundamental thing that capitalism is tied to survival? You have to go to work, otherwise you fucking die, you fucking moron.
System to survive unnecessarily. They have to do something.
They don't have to trade.
They have to.
How do they have to trade?
They have to either trade.
They can go. They can go and
I mean,
98% of the world's surface is uninhabited. They can go and live in the woods, and they can grow their own food, and they can hunt their own animals. I don't understand how it is they have to trade.
Yes, Stefan Molyneux. You got us. You just abolished. Capitalism deniers. That's fucking crazy. Bro having his mind blown of like, whoa, I can go hunt in the woods. That's such a good choice. I can't wait to get a new father where we grow up in the fucking woods and pick up those specific skills. Because you can't just like run away from your tribe. You're not gonna survive on your own that easily. You're not fucking superhero, basically. Wow, what a fucking awesome choice. Point a finger at who makes that choice now. If it's so good. Yeah, maybe you want to become part of the Amish. That's as close as you can get. But bro is not pointing fingers. Bro's just like, go to forest. If you not like capitalism, go to forest. And it's like, I'm not coercing you. You have many good choices. Go to forest. Survive in forest now. You have free land. You're free to go. Jesus Christ, man. Not free to go. You'll have to sacrifice all of these things now. Now I see how predatory and disgusting Stefan Molyneux is when it comes to capitalism. Holy shit. Go to forest so I can eat you. Fucking shut up, bear.
It's great.
I think that's hilarious. Pete, fucking let's go. Of course. Obviously.
To look at it in a global of
here it comes
of the market itself. Absolutely not. I would love, Stefan, to see the type of market that you talk about. The problem is it's impossible. There will always be a gravitation towards these power consolidations. Some of them may work for a little while, some of them may falter, but there will always.
Yes, so free market only exists when we do new things. New. We knew that the moment internet showed up, we can do so many new things. So many people can collaborate across the world and do new things. We have discovered K-pop in the first place. Isn't that easy? We got it. We got them, boys. Internet. That's right. That's the only reason why we have all these like crazy things. Why K-pop is flourishing in the first place. Because there's the demand for something. And someone is very skilled at delivering this thing. However, when it's established, it's over, right? Eurovision has been established, K-pop has been established, it's now dominating the markets, it's over. Like, you can't just enter without serious competition, without seriously being knocked out. So there's not a lot of opportunities, and free market basically shuts down slowly and surely, consolidates into monopolies. Unless you somehow can reset, free market is dead, alright? It's over, my friends. Now, Stefan Molyneux won the debates when it came out. He lost the debates when capitalism is leaving, when there's nothing new to add anymore. Like, yes, after the invention of the internet, capitalism started flourishing. We started doing new, but it eventually collapsed into there's nothing new to be added anymore. I can fix a few games here and there, I can fix the gaming world. The fact that I will do that, it's not going to enrich people's lives too much. Just going to make them happier, in the end. AI is now trying to be the new thing, but it's also very scary, so I don't think it's going to, actually boost capitalism. In fact, it does the opposite when it takes people's jobs. So basically, it's insane. It's insane to think that we're going to have more free market in the future anymore. We will have to give it up. Free market is the idea that you put enough layers of successful capitalism and good players of capitalism, and you get something very magical, something new is now being produced, and better quality and cheaper, and just like everyone's competing. Everyone's still competing in terms of technology, but you still have to be fully established in that fucking battlefield. And I'm missing this sort of real world examples. That's why Peter constantly says, I look at the real world. Where are you going, Stefan Molyneux? What are you doing? For Stefan, slavery is actually taxation. Are you fucking insane, dude? Stefan Molyneux, taxation happens in percentile basis and feeds the hungry sometimes. Okay, yes, government is corrupted sometimes, but sometimes it feeds the hungry. That's the whole voluntary thing. Like, people have to be well fed. People have to be at least welcome to society and not being just tossed around and asked to earn money, whatever the fuck that means. Sometimes it means absolutely nothing because you cannot get a job. Just because free market is possible doesn't mean it occurs across the entire world. Doesn't mean you can conjure it easily without, you know, special spells of suddenly making an iPhone. Wow, I have an iPhone. You have to have a lot of material to be competitive around here.
The idea of voluntarism moot.
Talent, however, is something you can catch up. Being a celebrity, you can catch up. Being an influencer, you can catch up to other people. I'm trying to do that. I need subscribers. I need something to fucking boost me every single time. Or start boosting myself up, because that's how it works. Remember when the guy said, don't give up, because you never know when one thing is going to lead to another. When the dominoes start falling. This Kpop guy, right? He got himself tangled to BTS, and now everyone is like, oh, you're the part of Cool Kids Club now. We have to use you for writing us music. You trusted source, basically. That's how it works, right? It takes just one fucking pin moment, and now you break into the free markets, where you can do whatever you want, and if you do it successfully, you get money out of it, right? But otherwise, you can do whatever you want. You'll mostly be happy doing that. Because people listening, people giving you attention, right? People give a fuck. They have taste in you and want more. Ha ha ha. See, this fucking thing cracked. I thought I would not crack K-pop drama, but we did it. It's perfect.
In the wake of what this system...
All modern.
I will say it. AI is governism. Where everyone is semi-equal, you know, you just have to learn AI. You just have to get educated. AI is governism taking place right now and coming closer and closer and replacing capitalism as we know it. Everyone's saying it's replacing jobs. I think it's replacing capitalism entirely. It's making capitalism so it's completely useless. Now, these people are completely oblivious to the future. We know better that AI is available now.
Power over their opponents. You can't get a monopoly in the free market that's ever been sustainable without using the state. And so there...
I don't think that's true. You can't get a monopoly without using the state? Are you fucking insane? You get a monopoly for just being popular, being the go-to thing, the most trusted source, right? You become the ultimate monopoly, just until you betray people. That's it. You become bigger and bigger and bigger. You just have to do the good thing, or the best thing, right? Or be the most established, the easiest to be accessed. Because when you get success, then you establish Mr. Beastland next to your fucking neighborhood, basically. Oh, well, we could go to Mr. Beastland because it's 2 minutes away, right? That's monopoly right there, establishment. It has nothing to do with government. You can buy Mr. Beastland next to your fucking neighborhood if you just have enough money. That's the point. That's the predatory system.
Of other producers.
It gets better. It shows that Stefan Molyneux is nothing but a fucking magician. He's talking about something that doesn't exist constantly. And then only asks for donations. He doesn't even sell anything. At least sell a fucking keychain, bro. Bro fucking yaps about free market and doesn't actually want to pursue as much money as humanly possible. That is the dumbest thing. Money is the only thing you need. It's the only thing that's going to make YouTube and everyone else listen to you. You will have the most influence and you can yap about fucking all this philosophy, right? Yeah. You're not the biggest fucking philosophy show anymore, isn't it? If he cared about money, he might not have been banned from YouTube in the first place because his priorities would lie kind of split 50-50, right? Where he saves his ass every single time. Not only we have realized who won the debates, we realized that Stefan Molyneux is garbage in this particular situation. He lives in a fucking utopia that cannot possibly exist without removing the government. Because government is so scary. Nah, it gets a lot worse. You're just picking something to blame. You don't even understand the problem here. Stefan Molyneux, you didn't sell a t-shirt. Maybe I would have bought a t-shirt. So it was the actually free market thing to do, to try and sell things, because, well, you influenced people. Why donation? Why not uplift people? Why not spread your fucking face and your message, right? When you have a fucking opportunity. Why not use the fucking free market that you love so much? Bro doesn't even see it. He can only fucking think about it. Why not use free market to not hijack other people's fucking speeches with your glitches, you know?
Types of power abuses.
So expensive to render the state. Shut the fuck up, Stefan. Power. You just put a gun to someone's head, and now you're starting mafia, you're starting fucking government that's corrupted, but maybe no other government exists to stop that sort of government. Creating government is fucking easy.
But I didn't say it's inherent.
It's inevitable. Here's what's inevitable, basically. They're talking about the inevitability of the government spawning on this side, but this guy tries to deny it for no fucking reason. Government will spawn because government wants to protect businesses from potential mafia taking over the businesses, because businesses have valuable things. If state does not step in to protect the businesses, mafia will take over and loot the fucking rich people. It's pretty fucking obvious. State is actually good for capitalism, not fucking slavery, not taxation. By taxing rich people, state is capable of keeping poor people poor. That's the point, because poor people don't want to participate in free market sometimes. That's what keeps them poor. Holy, I can't believe this.
Okay, well...
Yeah, this basically devolved into rage bait of like, free market is good, and then this guy has to remind a little child that free market does barely exist. And you don't even like free market. And the only thing you see is just something to blame, and just not productive whatsoever.
First of all, I think we're back to the beginning where you said...
I think we're back to the beginning.
That needs X amount per hour to get what they out of the...
The free market. When you can use glitches at your advantage.
The state of Impala that exists where they are just vulnerable to any type of social manipulation because they
I
can't
love this.
make ends meet. I can be very
Social manipulation is exactly how I would call it.
I don't
Just as this video is ending, I beg the universe to bring them back together to talk to each other again. For obvious reasons, alright? We still love these guys.
If you can't...
I will give him that. Interest of
someone to
other
want
people
to
is
do
important.
business. If my daughter sets up a lemonade stand and people don't, they drive past, maybe it's not that warm, maybe they just don't feel like lemonade. If nobody buys her lemonade, is she being subjected to structural violence? That's a yes/no question.
Yeah. That's the structural violence of capitalism. People will just ignore you because you didn't do everything correctly, you know? And then you're gonna like, oh, I have to fix this mistake, that mistake, this mistake, that mistake, that mistake, that mistake, that mistake. That's what capitalism is about. It's you made 200 billion mistakes by uploading this video. This video is too long. This video has this thing in it. This video doesn't have good introduction. This is what YouTube is about. It's like you made 2 billion mistakes. That's where you're not successful. There's always a scapegoat, basically, to your failure. You can fail in 2 billion ways. All right, is that fun? Is that not structural violence, essentially? When you just can't fucking do things correctly, no matter how many times you try? Because fundamentally, you're not going to be told what the correct answer is. You can only just feel that you did something wrong, potentially. But at some point, it turns into violence because you don't even know how many things you have to correct until you get through to people. I work from literally this position where I'm the loser. Okay, I'm a loser. I understand. I will work myself up slowly. But it's not working out, isn't it? No amount of self-improvement is truly helpful for me. I can't keep up with the rest of the world, it seems. I double-checked. This was getting views, right? Like, it's interesting when something gets views. But fundamentally, you have to do 10,000 things correctly to get anywhere in life. That's insane.
Of course,
I only exist because of the government, and I will punch Stefan Molyneux in the face with a smile on my face if he keeps coming at the government, basically. The funny thing is, saying that you're gonna punch someone in the face is less violent than saying that you're gonna hate on them across the internet for the rest of your life the moment you see them. That's a lot more hateful and a lot more destructive than punching in the face. Something that you may never get an opportunity to do, or they just gonna be nicer than you expected when they direct their attention towards you. So, you know, it needed an explanation, unfortunately.
Use time, energy, and you're going to find, and the market is going to basically give you the correct amount of resources that you can handle in a productive way. So if I was put in charge of Microsoft,
market gonna give you resources sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Where is the market now? Market only gives me resources when magic happens and I have $5.
who rejects reason and evidence, just saying, well, let's just agree to disagree. As if I'm some crazy guy who doesn't take reason and evidence.
You might be a crazy guy, unfortunately. We might actually be able to argue on that one. If you're losing a debate, you are a crazy person. And you don't want to know about that. You just want to set it aside. You don't want that to fucking spill onto the audience. Unfortunately, I will have to do it after 12 years. You have the honorary spill of, yes, you're the crazy person. Yes, you're talking about just fundamentals and the fucking imaginary outcomes of those fundamentals that look nice. They look nice because they're fundamentals. They look nice. They have possibility to do good to the world. But bro, it has lived reality where it's just like, it's so disturbing. It's so dark. Free markets, it can only enlighten the world when you have tons of job opportunities and they fucking come knocking at your door. Basically, people are offering to sell you this, sell you that. But no, convenience store opens up, monopolies take over, they destroy everything around them. And people just, you know, succumb to that sort of lifestyle. They only allow those big businesses to thrive. Not much else matters anymore. It's easier that way, you know? Just easier. If people knocked on the doors, gave opportunities, I would meet new people. I would buy some cool shit that I've never seen before. It's just the most wonderful stuff. But it's not socially acceptable. So I don't know, where does Stefan Molyneux, the crazy person, finds enough resources to manifest this free market that he envisions, that he was able to fucking manifest to some extent? But now he's begging for donations like a fucking homeless person. Like, what the fuck? Who are you now? Who the fuck are you? Even back in those days. You have no representation of free market. You have no representation of the thing you are fighting for. You are the crazy person. That's how insane this is. And it's just the unsettling truth that Peter would not, out of the niceness out of his heart, he would not try to fucking convince you that you're the crazy person. But bro is sniffing out all the clues of like, why are you treating me like a crazy person? Why are you treating me? Why are you saying this? Why are you saying this and that? It's just like such a boy, like confused of like just how the conversation is going because it's not going in his favor. It's insane. I've never seen this like this. Oh my God. I thought Stefan was like actually handling kind of well, but damn. Peter's just knocking the shit out of him. Oh my God. These kind of narcissists, they ruin the markets because they praise it. They see no flaws about it whatsoever. They know what to blame. They know where to shift the fucking focus, where it's still not productive to do so. It's not productive to focus on the government whatsoever. They know, they know, deep down, they're the crazy people trying to fucking rage bait you into thinking that free market is somehow fucking the greatest thing, just like they try to sell you Bitcoin. These are the fucking predators. And bro, try to win this discussion and potentially have won some people's minds. I don't know what the top comment is. One of the greatest, yes. Yeah. Old schools. Thanks for re-uploading. Oh my God. No fucking way, dude. Yeah, I feel like people would fail to see that Stefan is the loser of this debate.
Corrective mechanisms unnecessary.
Basically, he's like emotionally driven to like, oh my God, you insulted me, we have to talk about it. You insulted me? Like, we have to talk about it. This is so fucking crazy to me. Oh my god. I deserve much better treatment. Why are you sneaking in insults? Why are you sneaking in adjectives? Stop it. Secretly, Stefan Molyneux does that, and it's wild. Bro, it represents more free market because he has a door, and he has a shitty painting. Capitalism, let's go. Oh shit. You press 5. You press 5 and that happens. That's crazy, dude. That's a jump scare right there. I could have split this into 2 parts, but let's fucking stomach this and move on.
Be quite wise.
I don't know, man. Stefan Molyneux is also bringing another idea to the table of like, okay, you must have 2 jobs at all times. You have to have 2 jobs because if one of them fails, you still have the other one. You're freed up to do the more successful job that did not get you fired or collapsed into bankruptcy. Oh, wow. So people have to have 2 jobs. They have to have opportunities laying around. See, like, Stefan Molyneux is actually demanding crazy amount of resources to be available to you to reconjure the free market magic, which is not that easy, bro. It ain't that easy.
Part of the market. So if you are engaged in a particular pursuit and you cannot make it work for whatever reason, you lack the skill set, you lack the work ethic, you lack the technical skills.
Then just grab the next opportunity.
You lack the people skills. For whatever reason, what happens is you are then freed up to do something that is going to be more productive for your time.
Yay, freed up, guys. Or you have reached rock bottom and you're literally incapable of doing anything. At least that's what free market is trying to tell you. Oh, you're the fucking biggest loser. I would not want to wake up, for obvious reasons, into the world that tells me that I'm the biggest loser on the planet. That every unemployed person is that. That would be insane. And it's not even trying to do that. It's not even trying to say that. Someone tried to argue of like, you're unemployed, that's bad. It's like, okay, I'm listening. It's not bad for you that I'm unemployed. It's not bad for you. We get to discuss this problem right now or anything else you want to discuss. I'm open. Being unemployed, I'm all ears. All right, you have opportunities to employ me. That's good for you. Everything is good for you. When I'm unemployed, it's good for everyone around me. And I mean, every single person benefits from me being unemployed. Every single person. Granted, I would be even better if I could provide something to other people besides being unemployed, being available. But that's what it takes. That's what it takes to enter free market, to enter the next level of existence. You have to work your way out. Have to find those hidden talents that people would pay for, blah, blah, blah. My hidden talent is, mingling with someone who's successful. All right? I couldn't find that kind of person, so I'm just programming a different reality. I'm just pretending to be self-employed, right? Because just being, obviously, unemployed is a lot of waste of time. I don't want to waste time. That would be crazy. So while I exist on the internet, I exist in general, I'm a fast walker, I stand out in the crowd, free market does not exist for me. It never offered me anything, just asked for directions. That's it. That's the only interactions. Unless I force it myself, which is the ultimate gaslight methodology, basically. You can force free market into existence. You always have opportunities if you just work very hard. Or otherwise, you go to forest. And it's that's where, the bubble burst. And it's like, oh, those are the options? You're crazy. You're the forest kind of person, aren't you? That was the moment when we knew Stefan was a little crazy.
Time, energy.
When it was funny and he was still clinging onto that fucking idea.
So
I am, however, productive the moment I find idiots like that supporting capitalism and you find all their flaws basically wide open of what it takes to delusion yourself into accepting a system like this. As long as there's enough people like that, They will run the capitalism, but when we pull them out of the system, which is my hard work to do, I have to pull people out of here so they can accept something new, something better, something more sustainable than whatever the fuck this is, because it's no longer satisfying to see it in action. It does not do certain things. And when you run out of resources, free market collapses immediately. Resource to follow an example, resource to ask for help, resource to earn enough money and not just waste it on rent, which is an imaginary, basically, money sink, where your apartment is earning more money than you, the human being currently alive. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with
the example I was using. I wasn't referring to my
bankruptcy.
This is the ultimate thing that narcissists do. They gaslight you because, oh, jobs exist. If you don't like that job, then it's over for you. What are you doing, bro? Yeah, my talents exist. My skill set exists, and people don't care about that shit at all. At all. That shit is not important. It's never a topic of conversation. There's a specific government-issued building that manages jobs, and I'm gonna go there, right? If you want a job, go there, that specific place. That's crazy. That's crazy talk, bro. Now, going across businesses requires courage. But it's fundamentally the better thing to do. You go across businesses, knock on people's doors that already run something and offer some kind of help, you know? And then potentially you don't get rejected if you have been a part of, you have been a nice customer for the business, right? They kind of semi-know you. But no, I gave up. Like, I'm not fucking participating. And now that I get money, I'm not participating at all. Besides trying to do programming achievements. We can do some of that shit.
See, Kpop gets some arbitrary.
You only have output, not input. That's what debate is. You just output as much value as possible for the audience, not just try to be a bitter fucking asshole. Bro was exposed. Unbelievable.
Considered external.
See, the funny thing is, it's tough because Stefan Molyneux wants you to bring up specific points of like, okay, you insulted me in this way, now bring it back up again. Let's talk about it specifically, right? How am I wrong? It's like, no, guys, talk to the audience. You're the fucking idiot, bro. You don't even know what audience wants. The audience wants a fucking coherent conversation about you, maybe some different viewpoints or whatever, but you're not supposed to fight each other, you know? But the initiator force is Mr. I am offended about everything guy. And yeah, free market's supposed to decide who's the winner. But they need a little bit of guidance, doesn't it? It shouldn't be emotional manipulation. I'm no longer convinced that Stefan Molyneux did anything productive here. Or that he has awareness of what the audience demands in the first place out of these conversations, which is like anti-free market stance. It's a crazy person stance. You defending something you have no skills in actually manifesting. That is insane.
With respect
goods and services and land and resource, helping to feed the people.
No, absolutely. If governments interfered and depleted some kind of resource, that's interesting.
That you and I both
basically predicated on the exact opposite incentive system. It doesn't know that because it's a crazy system. It's a schizophrenic, insane system that doesn't even know what it's doing because it's using a proxy. People don't think about any of these things. They don't think about the exploitation and abuse both on the public health level or.
Yeah, I think that it's correct statement for this particular case.
Or the ecological. Keep people just.
I'll give Stefan Molyneux credit for representing capitalism, however, the corrupted version of capitalism, where you just keep interrupting, keep emotionally fucking manipulating, keep pretending that something exists when it doesn't, keep blaming someone else and distracting when you're not fucking successful, but basically blaming the other person for making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. You have to correct this, you have to correct that, you have to correct this statement, basically. That's a non-argument, blah, blah, blah. It's so fucking annoying. perfect representation, basically, of the dark side of capitalism, not the good side. We want the good side, you know? You're the problem.
In the exact case of George
Very
Bush,
well done.
his part of a different.
This is what people do in capitalism as well. There's a gaslight type of technology that everyone uses to decipher what is reality even. Based on like how much angrier can I get of like, yeah, you're very angry, I should just go now actually. They just leave, they get banned. They test their limits because they don't know what truth is. Most people just do that, do this emotionally fucking driven garbage. Basically try to derail a conversation in order to know what the truth is. So, you know, this guy is carrying his weight. He potentially didn't lose to Stefan Molyneux where most people would be knocked out. This is as impressive as it gets, my friends.
Running a convenience store.
Bro is trying to equate that government is destroying humanity, basically, even though it's also protecting humanity. Yeah. It tries to secure things, tries to not impoverish people into death. But okay, boomer. All right. Oh, but the convenience store person is completely not guilty for doing anything. He's not participating in most of the decision making. Most of the decision making is within the goods, right? And even some things being sold are unethical. Some, like even Coca-Cola, I would say, is unethical and kills a lot of people. We just don't see it because the killing is fucking tiny. It's hard to perceive the way capitalism kills people. It's unbelievable. That's what he uses, you know, of like, oh, you didn't spot this thing, you didn't see this thing, you didn't see this thing, didn't you? You didn't see this thing that happened, you didn't see this thing, that person did nothing wrong. Why would you, only the government can do wrong things, you know? Look over there, look over there. Bro is insane. Holy shit, the shit that we just bumped into.
The violence, you know, we look at 9/11, 3,000 people die. You know how many people die every day because of poverty in the United States unnecessarily?
But not because of convenience store owners. That's what I'm saying.
Bro had to literally back away.
Think that underlies the survival.
I don't even know what he tried to say.
Inherent to the system. Realize
it's a field day for Stefan to be able to be combative in the first place, but that's not what debate is. It's not combat, bro. You don't just get an opportunity to fight someone for every single insult that you feel is happening, basically. Bro got exposed so badly because all I want to know is just a better understanding of, like, where are we failing? Why does the free market not existing, right? Only this person just gives me answers of like, yeah, this fails over here, blah, blah, blah. Well, Stefan Molyneux is just like giving hypotheticals of like, well, free market is good. Yeah. Where is it? Where the fuck is it?
Equally, structural violence has killed more people on this planet in the past 50 years than most mass murderers, than most dictators. This isn't me speaking, by the way. These,
you know, war against drugs is war against the shady capitalism, by the way. Coca-Cola is also drug, you know? Lottery is also a drug. That's what it is. And government actually needs to step in and wipe that shit off the planet.
Even in the depths of the recession, hundreds of billions of dollars are given every year in charity, even when there's a welfare state, even when there's high...
Charity, very interesting. Shouldn't charity be just a fucking job? Bro just praised charity, like this is the most ugliest thing I've ever seen, to be honest, charity. It's definitely not a branch you want to stand on because I argue that charity is the worst thing that ever happened. Is like the scummiest thing on the internet right now is charity. Is the scummiest thing that Mr. Beast takes advantage of it at the same time to boost his reputation while everyone else is donating through him, basically, right? The greatest charity is to know whether Mr. Beast employees are actually happy. Give me that charity, please.
Tax, if you want to make...
Oh, non-aggression principle. Oh, but you're attacking the entire integrity of the fucking debate. Oh, non-aggression principle. How else you would be able to attack the government without aggression? Tell me. How will you defeat the government without aggression I wonder. You actually have to play pretty fucking dirty to corner the government into submission so it works for you, so you claim all the power. You have to fucking blood, sweat, and tears, my friend. You have to break a few bones to get to the core of government domination. Non-aggression principle literally breaks down in the next level of existence, where you have to fucking allow aggression for the sake of potentially claiming a true victory, where you truly own something, like power, like a title. I think Stefan is just completely deranged when it comes to this battlefield, and his principles literally fucking do nothing because it's hypocrisy. All of your shit doesn't do anything. The greatest hypocrisy is you are angry at me, the commentator, when you uploaded 0 videos. That's the greatest hypocrisy. You did nothing. Why are you angry on me? You did not. You angry on yourself, bitch. Be angry on yourself. It's juicy as hell, though.
Person,
you can see it in all private.
Wow, and he finds aggression in poverty. Poverty fuels aggression. That's the whole fucking point. Stefan Molyneux just completely collapsed. Like a World Trade Center, basically. Your capitalism fucking shit. 9/11 was just a form of regulating capitalism.
Primate species. So logical.
At least he can have a smile on his face for a split second.
If we're going to get to the bottom of true public
While
health
he's going
and
down.
Vital statistics and
All right, that's it. The ultimate debate that I didn't knew who was winning, but now I know. I know capitalism doesn't have much basis to stand on. When it's not working, when you cannot lie to people, you have to literally gaslight to people because they must be employed, they must be happy with the capitalism. But when they're not happy with the capitalism, they cannot be gaslit anymore. They will complain, they will be frustrated, they will want change. See you guys next time.